is up, role players? It's your boy, Casual Role Playing Gamer. I'm Lucas, your host, and today I've got an absolute banger of a video. We're playing solo, on a run, no withers, Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get right into it. Taking a look at my stats here, we got 8 strength, 8 dexterity, 16 con, 10 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 17 charisma. Now the fact that we don't have withers is going to make this infinitely more difficult. I have to stick with an 8 in strength and 8 in dexterity for the whole run, and this makes my runs a whole lot deadlier. You're going to see in a second here what my name is, Perseus. I've actually tried this before more than a couple times. I started with a name that starts with A, and then I've gone all the way through the alphabet. Right now I'm on P for Perseus, but I'm really hoping that he's the one. Hopefully I can get this done. So you guys saw I have 8 strength and 8 dexterity. So in the Nautiloid, in the prologue, holy cow, I can't hit nothing. I have a -1 also to all my damage rolls. So I don't think I did it ever in this specific run, but in past runs I've literally done like 0 damage on multiple attacks in a row. It just happens. But anyway, hopefully this run is gonna go smoothly. And yeah, solo Baldur's Gate 3 on a run with no withers. Let's get into it. So we are starting off waking up in the Nautiloid. We just got attacked by some Githyanki riding dragons, and I'm pretty sure we've crashed in one of the hells in Avernus. There he is, Perseus. Oh, this is a really important scene. So this is actually where I get the intellect devourer us. Now, as you might know, I had an 8 in strength and dexterity, so I can't hit anything with my attack. So I absolutely need us in order to get through the prologue at all. So luckily I was able to get him with a nat 20. And yeah, us is pretty much going to carry us through the entire prologue, the entire Nautiloid ship. So this is a little trick I have to look super cool in cutscenes. You guys dip your weapons in a fiery surface and then start a cutscene. You'll look like 3 times cooler. Like, look how steezy Perseus looks walking up with the flame sword. Yes, sir, that's what we're talking about. Now we're about to be introduced to Lae'zel. Don't worry though, since this is a solo run, she's not gonna last that long. I don't know, in my other campaigns, Lae'zel is, like, I like the character concept, but she can be so annoying sometimes. It's like her way or the highway, which I guess is respectable because she's like a warrior, but... Alright, here we are, about to see what Lae'zel can do. Oh wait, this is a solo on a run. Bye-bye, Lae'zel. Enjoy the free fall. Okay, time for Perseus' first hit. Nope. Well, that's tough. We'll get him next time. Us is gonna carry as usual. Yup. Us also tanks like a son of a gun. Luckily, our opponents were also missing. So we see us absolutely going to town. Here we go. Nope. Alright, 0 for 2. Doesn't matter. We got more rounds. Luckily, they're missing their attacks too. Us absolutely one-shots that fool. Nope. Alright, 0 for 3. We are yet to hit anything. And you guys are going to notice this is kind of a theme until I'm able to get a certain potion from a certain person that we're going to meet later on. So now running around the ship, we ignore Shadowheart at first, pick up the Nautiloid tanks. Explosives are going to be pretty crucial in this run. I'm not gonna like Faerûn my way through the run, but there are some encounters that I need to use explosives on because I don't want to die again. I died after like 5 hours of gameplay to 3 goblins. The 3 goblins that stand outside of Halsin's, of the prison where Halsin's held. And I vowed that day to never underestimate 3 goblins ever again. So we are going to be using explosives. Bye-bye, Shadowheart. Hope you survive. Don't really care. This is a solo run. Here you're seeing us use our candle. This is an absolute necessity for these first couple levels while we're dual wielding, because it just gives us an extra d4 of damage, basically doubles our damage output. So the candle comes in clutch because we can bring it with us and we're able to dip our weapons in fire to get the dipped in fire effect and get an extra d4 on all of our damage with those weapons. So that's pretty essential. Now we see this mind flayer trying to tell us what to do. And I mean, I guess we will, or else we'll die. So we'll listen to him just this once. You see the game just completely lagging. This is on 2x speed. Could not decide if that general made the save. Alright, now we're sending us in to do some work. You see here, let's see, can we finally hit something? Can't quite reach that bad boy. We're gonna have to go for the Hellbore. 10 HP is too much. You see the slow-mo though? You know what's coming. Bang! Didn't even need to use the bonus action. It don't matter. He's dead. Finally hit something. That's actually kind of funny. Our first hit of the campaign was a crit, that one shot at Hellbore. Which, and it's only 10 HP, but at level 1 with our stats, is pretty impressive. Now you see us absolutely putting in the grind. Man, I did this fight 20 times. And if the Mind Flayer doesn't get that stun off on the general on his first turn, it is a very deadly encounter, because he just mows down the Intellect Devourer. You see him doing 15 damage at a time. Intellect Devourer only has like 90 HP, I think. So it can be a tough fight. Us absolutely putting in the work yet again. The game not letting me jump for unknown reasons. I tried to figure it out afterwards. I said I could, and then it just wouldn't let me. Here we go, we're about to spawn in the rest of them. We're actually going to head over to that table though and pick up more throwable items. So these throwable items, potions, explosives are going to be our best friend during this run, because we simply don't have the power, health, or action economy to take out enemies very efficiently. So we've got to use these non-renewable resources, and because they're non-renewable, we need to collect them whenever we can. I tried on a couple different playthroughs to get the 2 Nautiloid tanks to the left during this encounter, but I just don't have the number of turns. Like, I don't have enough turns to actually get them, so I ended up restarting like 3 times on that. Alright, where are we now? We're killing the last couple imps. Ideally, we get the Intellect Devourer, or we get the Mind Flayer. Oh, have I been calling the Mind Flayer an Intellect Devourer? I think I have. The big guy that's fighting the General Cambion is a Mind Flayer, not an Intellect Devourer. Anyway, ideally we kill him, because if you kill him, even though he's an ally, you actually get XP for it, I believe. I've actually never done it. It's never worked for me. You see, I'm checking if us can get to him in time. He's definitely not going to be able to. But this is a perfect situation. The Mind Flayer is at 1 HP. So hopefully I get this hit off, because I know I'm not going to be able to get all the way to the transponder this turn. So ideally, I'm able to take down this imp with 1 bonus action attack. Bonus weapon attack goes absolutely crazy. Okay, this is perfect. Now all we got to do is deal 1 damage to the Mind Flayer. That's all we need, baby. That is so tough. So much XP down the drain. But it's fine. I know that the dude's not going to be able to catch me. Now we see the 2 other Cambions join in the fight. The General smokes him for 16 damage. Luckily, the General will never use his flight ability if he attacks at least once during that turn on the Mind Flayer. So I knew I was going to be safe on this one. See if we can get another bonus action kill. Perseus low-key going off in this fight. Bang! That 3 fire damage came in absolutely clutch. That's why you got to dip your weapons. Now I'm just a loot hoe, because I just wanted to get that pearl for no reason. And we made it to the transponder in time. So we are gonna get off of the Nautiloid. Thank goodness. I've died so many times on this ship and had to restart so many times. Having narrowly escaped the General and his minions, we are out of Avernus and into Faerûn, or as Lae'zel would call it, Faerûn. But we don't have to hear her say that, because she's dead. Anyway, the Nautiloid's crashing. Later on, I'm going to tell Gale that I took control of it and landed it safely, which is just a blatant lie, but such is life. Make awkward eye contact with this bozo, then get absolutely conked by, I don't even know what, a piece of flesh from the Nautiloid. The Nautiloid's like half animal, half like machine, I'm not really sure. But anyway, Perseus is saved by absolute magic. Don't really know how it happened. Also kind of weird, I wake up for a sec and then just immediately pass out. And now the story of Perseus begins for reals. We are out of the prologue. He hits a sexy pose for us. Wonderfully done. You saw it. You saw it in the intro section. There it is again. Now it is time to get to work. We've got a couple things on our agenda. Get XP. We need to get to level 2 as soon as possible so that we have access to spells. Right now, we are just the worst fighter ever. We have 8 strength, 8 dex. We're trash. And speaking of trash, here's Shadowheart. Just kidding, I actually love Shadowheart. She's in most of my playthroughs, but not this one because we're solo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't care what lies ahead. I'm going it alone. Best if you head on your way now. She's salty, but it's fine. Oh, what is this? What is this spinny portal thing? We're about to find out.
Approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically.
I appreciate that Larian's giving us options here, but realistically, who's gonna leave after hearing that description about the portal? So as you may know, a hand sticks out, and it's none other than our wizarding friend Gale. And boy, was I tempted to choose that second option? I forget which one it was and slap the hand away. But anyway, Perseus is exposed for his months of neglect on his body and never hitting the weight room. But then he thinks about it, he's like, actually, I'm pretty swole, nat 20's that bad boy. He pulls Gale out of that portal as if he is lighter than a halfling. Watch a swamp. He gets pulled out. Gale takes forever to introduce himself.
Oh. Hello, I'm Gale of Waterdeep. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Are you certain? There might be danger around the next corner, and a wizard is excellent company to keep.
Yeah, no.
You're quite significant loss. Farewell then. Good luck.
There. A mind flayer.
Yeah, we're about to get to level 2. This is the easiest way to get to level 2. You don't have to kill the intellect devours or anything. You just gotta kill the already injured mind flayer. And we killed him with the crit. I don't know if it's automatic since he's like on the ground. I'm so close to accidentally upgrading to Fighter 2 and thus ending Perseus' run because I have a very specific level progression that I need to do since I can't respec with withers. But I just take my thumb off of the triangle just in time. So you can see the spells we're going with. We got Longstrider, Dissonant Whispers, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and Sleep. We're picking proficiency with the flute and making sure that we are proficient with Persuasion. Next, we're going to kill those intellect devourers that are right next to where you spawn. Use the trusty candle to dip in fire. Then we're going to pick it right back up, and then we're going to schmack this. I'm not going to lie, this is the best that this fight has ever gone for me. Absolutely one shot, incinerate that man. I contemplate moving away, but honestly I feel like this is the perfect distance because I think it's probably going to come towards me and shoot its thing at me, which does less damage than the claws, I believe. It misses anyway, so I won't know. And then it's still within range of me to double hit. And we do way more damage than we would normally do because the extra fire damage coming in, absolutely clutch. Here's another situation that I've never had happen before. So I usually draw them all over to get them over that opening. And there's a stone up above it that you can shoot down and one-shot them. But then it just dropped. You can see the stone at the... Can't see it yet, at the top of the screen right there. Like there's like a crane holding a stone basically. And you can drop that on them, but then they just fell through there. And I was like, well, that's weird. And I can't really kill them now because they won't stand under the stone perfectly because the thing's missing. So I kind of just like screw around for a little bit and then decide that I actually don't want to deal with that right now, and I dip. So this fight outside of the grove here is the culmination of session number 1 with Perseus. And of course I start the fight out by dipping my trusty blades in some fire so we get that extra fire damage, and here we go.
Nobody gets in.
I'm gonna try during this fight to not be talking too much and just kind of let it play out. But me and Zevlor are gonna be having a friendly competition to see who can eliminate more enemies.
Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please, there's no time. the nine hells! Open the gates!
So this here is where we meet Will, who is another playable companion, but he will not be joining the party. Although he does look pretty good in this cutscene, but you'll see later in the fight that he absolutely sells and is not a real player. But yeah, here we go. Combat starts. I have this on 4x speed because this is like a 15-minute fight all by itself. So we're definitely speeding through some stuff. I try and slow down whenever an enemy gets killed or whenever there's a big critical hit. So hopefully it's still entertaining to watch. But Zevlar and I are going to have a friendly competition. Right now we're both at 0. Place your money now on who's going to get more kills.
Oh my God!
Blood follows me everywhere.
So I had actually been shot by that goblin off screen and was at 3 HP. And that bugbear threw the spear, dude, and the game lagged for like 5 seconds, and I was just getting ready for the reset screen because I only had 3 health, and like the minimum damage he would have done if he'd hit me, it was like 5, I think. So I was really just like, well, guess it's over. And then it freaking missed, dude. I was so hyped after it missed. So now it's pretty much just clean up. I take my potion, and now I just gotta figure out how to kill these fools. So as the video kind of wraps up, I just really want to thank you guys for watching all the way through. This is like pretty much my first ever real YouTube video that I'm like making and editing. So I really appreciate the support. Hopefully it turns into a whole series, and hopefully Perseus doesn't die. And if he does die, I'll make sure that I make a video about it. Currently, I've got like 4 hours into the game and I haven't died yet. And the first, like the lower level you are, the more risk you have for dying. So I feel at least relatively secure now. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I stick with this channel and hopefully I get some support from y'all. Super excited to keep making videos and getting way better. I already have a bunch of ideas for what I'm gonna do differently in the next videos, because I know that I need to improve my videos if I want to find success. And I think I'm gonna skip, instead of like skipping from scene to scene, I'm just gonna break it into clips and fast forward super fast, and that'll be the way that the next video is kind of formatted. So yeah, I'm super thankful for you guys, and make sure that you like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to support me or if you want to see more of my content. Subscribe if you want to see Perseus and his journey, and eventually it's probably going to end. It can only end one of two ways: reaching the end or him dying.
That was the last of them. Inside,
So hopefully it ends the way that I want it to. But thanks again. So as you can see, Zivlor beats me there, but the biggest fight of session 1 is all done. So thank you guys so much for listening all the way through, and hopefully there'll be more in this series, and I will catch you next time, role players. This has been Casual Role Playing Gamer, and I hope y'all have a good day.